Hey y'all, it's your girl Nessa. Welcome back to Nessa with the Tea. And today I got one of my dopest brothers as my guest.
The one and only, and Nietzsche Cozy. Yes.
Hey. Hey y'all. And Nietzsche is here. He gonna give us some gossip tools and all type of stuff with this ballroom scene and everything else in between.
Yeah.
Got a couple of questions for my brother.
Okay, yes.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Mm,
When did you first fall in love with the music in the ballroom scene?
okay. Um, I'm gonna start with the music first and then go into the ballroom scene. So when I was little, like I used to like I don't know if you remember like the cassette tapes.
Yeah,
You
of
could
course.
you could put it in the thing and push record and like record it and then like flip it over and like try to double it. So I used to try to make music back then or whatever because I used to want to like make music like TLC and
Oh yeah, that was the shit back in the
like
days.
Mary J. Blige and Aaliyah, all those people. I was trying to be like them. So I knew I had something going on with the music or whatever, but I like kind of stopped doing that and like concentrating on like dancing. But eventually, like when I got grown, I found the ballroom scene, right? So, and by the way, in the ballroom scene, I'm icon of Nietzsche, gorgeous Gucci. I'm an icon, so I'm like this,
Gorgeous, you
yeah,
hear it.
gorgeous Gucci. But yeah, I had when I found the ballroom scene or whatever, I started commentating or whatever, and when I got on the mic, a lot of people used to come up to me like, "Do you rap or like do you?" And I'm like, "No, I don't do none of that." Which I knew I did, but like people kept telling me to do it, and then so I just started making music again, and that's how I jumped into the music. So
Okay.
yeah, not to jump all over the place,
No, you
but
good.
yeah, like so like I found music again through ballroom, but ballroom was a journey. I found ballroom in 2000 and I want to it was 3. It was 3. My friends, they used to sneak on the train from Lancaster to come down to LA to go to the club. And they used to come back, and this is when we all like came out the closet and all that stuff and found ourselves. They used to sneak down to the club and they'd come back and they'd do this little dance, and they'd be falling to the ground. And I used to be like, "What the
Like,
fuck?" I'm like, "What the?
uh-huh,
What is
that
that?
should be
What is
dope.
that? F?" I used to use the F word a lot. What is that? Shit, y'all doing too much, whatever. And I used to hate it. And then one day I got on the train and snuck down to LA. And we went to the club and I saw this dude named Nacho Vogan and I was like, oh shit. I'm like, that's dope. Like, I want to try that. So eventually, I was at Universal Studios, City Walk. I had took one of those little pictures that you put on the keychains. And this guy named Brandon, he saw me and he got in touch with me and he was like, hey, I want you to come to a house meeting. Like, have you ever heard of a house? And I'm like, I never heard of a house. And he was like, well, I'm from the iconic house of Ultra Omni. And we're recruiting people like we recruit people for ballroom and like houses, like you join a house to compete against other houses, for to win a trophy.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. And also my other friends, they got discovered by him too, but he didn't know we knew each other. So when he found out we all knew each other, it was like a plus. So I went to the house meeting. I knew I wanted the Vogue, so they asked me, "Do I want the Vogue?" Asked me what I wanted to do. I told them I want the Vogue, whatever. This dude named Taz, which was my father at the time, he was like, "Well, let me see what you got." And so I just started getting on the floor and just dropping to the floor, just dropping to
Right.
the floor. He's like, "Okay, you got potential or whatever and stuff." So I eventually started walking balls. It took me a while to get the voguing thing. Okay, so when you go to a ball and you compete, whatever, you have to go out by yourself and get your tens. So it's a panel of judges. So the judges panel consists of like legends, icons, statements. Okay, in ballroom, okay, it stars, statement, legend, icon, right? So a star, let me see, let me compare it to the entertainment business. Star, Glorilla.
Okay.
Statement, Ariana Grande.
Okay.
Legend, Beyonce.
Okay.
Icon, Pay LaBelle.
Okay.
So it's like the people, so the and usually a star is not on the panel, it's just like statement, legends, icons,
Icons.
or like a mother or a father of a house or a leader. So you got to get your tens by these people that set up here and put work in, right? And if one judge say chop, you don't get through to compete. So like just say if it's like 14 judges on the panel, you gotta get your tens from every single judge. Okay. So it took me a while.
What?
It took me a while to get my tens. It took me a while to get my tens. It took me like
But now you be killing it.
yeah, like a year. Like it took me like a year and a half, and I'm happy that it happened that way because I was like, you bitches got me fucked up.
Right,
You know what I
like
mean? So I came out, started doing my big one, voguing, became the top voguer in the ballroom scene on the West
yeah, I
Coast.
be seeing you.
I was the top voguer, and then eventually I found commentating. Um, One day I was like, we used to have like mini balls, like and we have big balls and like mini balls. So a mini ball is a smaller ball, a big ball is like a big ball. So we like used to have little play mini balls in the living room. Everybody used to come over, we be in the living room, tie like towels around our head, act like we got hair, what I'm saying, up in there, people got their heels on and all that stuff, and I started commentating in the house, whatever, and I had eventually Ebony Lane. If y'all don't know who Evan Lane is
Yes,
it
she's
getting?
dope.
Is it
She is so
getting?
dope.
1, 2, 3,
She is
daughter,
daughter,
daughter.
daughter,
Is it getting? Is it
daughter.
getting? Daughter. Yeah. So Ebony Lane used to have her drag shows back in the day, but then also she had mini balls. So every Sunday we used to go to the club, and then we would leave the club and go to the mini ball, right? So one day it was this dude named Joey. He was a commentator at the time. I was like, let me do a round. And I got on there and I said some bullshit. I forgot that. I was like, I break my back because I did pull up. I said some shit. And everybody was like, hey. So, everybody's like, baby, like, baby, like, you commentating on my boss, baby. You coming, and she like, son. She started calling me son. So every Sunday, she started putting me on the mic. And eventually, when the awards ball came around, I got my after a year, I got my of the year. So I was like, bitch, I got my of the year. I'm charging. I charged everybody $50. I thought I was a big shot, and then I got of the year again. I went up to 150. So. And then eventually, as time went on, it went up and it went up. Now you got to book me. You got to pay me $1,500. Okay, period. I put my work
Pay him
in.
15.
21 years in the game doing it. But yeah, so like whatever, I became the commentator. So I started commentating the balls, right? I went from mini balls to big balls. So now I'm like at the top. But when my category voguing would come, I would get off the mic and I will walk the ball and win the money because like money started happening after the
Okay.
balls. So I used to get off the mic, hand it to somebody, but bitch commentate,
Give-
go put my shit on,
give-
come out, vogue and win, and they
Right.
was like, and then get back on the mic and make my money on the mic.
Right.
So, the haters was like, Iniche, you gotta pick one.
Yeah.
This is conflict of interest. And I was like, you know what? I was so mad. I was like, y'all fucking haters and woo woo woo. But I have to think about it like, you know what? No, that's not fair. So I was like, I'd rather get the guaranteed money. You know what I'm saying? And so, and by that time when they did that, I was making like $500 on a mic, whatever. So, and then, like I said, I found the music because this club called Mickey's, they started this thing called Hard Work, and that happened every Thursday. And so I'd be on the mic chanting, just doing my shit, da da da. And like the white people would come and sing, like, "Oh my gosh, do you rap? Do you do music?" Da, da, da. And I'm like, "No, I don't do music." Da, da, da. I just commentate, but it just kept going on and on for like about 8 months, and I was like, "Fuck that."
Let me
And
get in the
so
studio.
I met this guy named DJ Sydney. DJ Sydney, no shade to you, I love you. But I was like, I want to do some Vogue music, and he took me to his studio. He a DJ. He's one of the dopest DJs. Like he make bomb ass Voguing beats. We got up in the studio and we did like a little 1-2 or whatever and stuff. And then I didn't talk to him for like, he just went ghost, which I don't know why, but it is what it is. No shade. I'm just being honest.
Come on now.
But we're good. Like he's around. Like we're good. We about to work together. But he went ghost, and so I met this this lady named Isla, and me and her eventually got close. And I was telling her, I was like, yeah, I wanted to do music, and I did music with this guy named DJ Sydney, but he just went ghost. And she like, well, my husband is a producer, and he got a studio and everything. I was like, really? Like, yeah, we do music. And she started telling me about her music journey and everything. She was like, I want to get you in, hooked up with my husband. So she got me hooked up with her husband, and I ended up doing a project with them and everything. And that's and like I worked with her husband for like a couple of years, and then unfortunately some things happened, and I just wanted to kind of go on my own and branch off on my own, and I met this guy named Ryan. I went to Mix. Well, what's the shit called? Is it Mix Studios? I forgot where I was going to. It's on Rampart. Oh my gosh, don't kill me, y'all. Yeah, Mix Studios. Is it Mix Studios? damn, it's something else. Anyways, I know mix is in there, but I had met this dude named Ryan, and he did this. He produced my song called "Blew It." This producer reached out to me, was like, "Hey, I'm gonna send you some beats," and like I found this one beat, and I loved it. He sent it to me, and I when I listened to it, I was like, "Bitch, you fucking blew it." You motherfucking blew it. Now you mad because your niggas all into it. I just did that right. So I did that and I put it away and I didn't come and I was trying like the beat it starts off a little weird so it took me about 4 months to get the beginning of my song. But I had like everything else kind of like how I wanted to do the cadence and everything. So when I finally like got the first part right, whatever, I went to the studio. Ryan produced it. I got my homeboy Game Time on it. He just started rapping, and like the song went up or whatever. And so I eventually just started working with Ryan. So me and Ryan just started working together and stuff. And then I found BeatStars. So I be getting my beats off of BeatStars, but after I drop this album that I'm about to drop, after that I'm gonna build my beats from scratch because I got a
Okay.
lot of beats in my head that I want to bring to life. Yeah, I started doing the music and like it just like started happening. You know what I mean? I started shooting
Yeah.
videos and I started doing that. So you know, like yeah, thank the ballroom scene for that. Like
Baby,
you know,
cause you are dope.
yeah,
I ain't
thank
gonna
you,
hold you. You be
thank you
on
so
your
much.
1-2, even though you don't write me your card to your little
No,
stuff.
no, I
You
will, I
know,
will,
but it's
I
cool.
will, I
It's
will, I
cool.
will, I will, I will, I will.
Okay.
Hmm. I
Next
will. Yeah.
question. How okay. What was the most dramatic moment you ever witnessed in ball?
Oh, the most dramatic moment, like that I witnessed,
Yes.
that I witnessed or I heard. I mean, I can say okay.
Witness.
It's more than one. I will tell a story about what I was involved in it. You know, I'll be a fake ass bitch to be sitting up here acting like I'm a saint. But yeah, I went to Oakland, California. I was at my peak. Like I was the hottest bitch. I'm still the hottest bitch, but I was humble, but I was when I got on the floor, it's like, bitch, we're not friends. Like, bitch, like let's go, let's battle. You know, we could hug it out afterwards. Um, I beat like three people, and I got to this one person, and his name is Mashanti. He's a legend, very talented, one of the most talented vocals I and dancers I know. Um, he was in drag, and the category called for Flintstones versus the Jacksons, and he came as the fucking maid, and I came as Bam. That's his name Bam Bam.
Bam Bam.
Yeah, Bam Bam. So
This looks like it's gonna be
yeah,
good.
no. All I heard when we vote, and this is first time ever walking the ball. He's tried to hold this against me. So you mad because I slayed you when I first met you, bitch? Please. Anyways, he that's all I was hearing was ow, because when you like voguing and you going in and you hit the floor, you got to go ow. That's all I kept on hearing is ow in front of me. I'm like, oh, this bitch must be going in. So I try to like do this one move and I try to like run back to a dip, but like he was right there, so I went over him. And like, so I was just like, bitch, I gotta do something because this bitch is going in. So I just grabbed his wig because he kept on shaking his wig like that. And I just grabbed that motherfucker and I did a spin. Right? And his wig did not come off. So that's all I heard was sitting there going, and I went to a dip and I pulled him down with me. And he's like, I'm sorry. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. And at this time, Ashanti was only like 17, I think, like 16, 17, whatever. And I'm like, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry. And before we could like get up, I'm from the house of Chanel at this time. We all fighters.
Yeah.
And then he's from the house of Miss Rahi. They all fighters, but we're in Oakland, and this is the city. So all the people from Oakland, everybody ran up, and they start fighting. And me and him, we on the side like, what the
Well, you
hell?
caused trouble.
Yeah, shut the whole bar down. And they didn't let me live that down for a long time. But that's like, yeah, that's one of the most dramatic things that I could say that I was involved in. So yeah.
And Nietzsche shut the ballroom down.
Yeah, I used to be a little fighter. I was very immature person, but You know, I'm 40 years old now, so you know, it's different a little bit.
Is the ballroom scene still a safe space like it used to be?
Well, it's so crazy because it's so crazy that you asked me that question because I just was talking to my friend about this last night. My homegirl Fire. Shout out to Fire. She's the overall mother of the house, one of the first iconic house of ballroom, La Beja. Um, you know, it's all about how you do it. It's all about how you maneuver through this industry of ballroom. It can be a safe space for you if you come and you walk your category. You know, walk your category meaning participate, and mind your business and go home. Win, get your money, and go home. And don't be up in drama. But if you involve yourself in the drama, you want to know the tea, you want to hang out with everybody, go to the after hours, do drugs, do coke, do whatever you want to do. You do Tina, you want to do Curry, whatever you do. You want to be an escort, you want to do all that stuff. Then you're gonna be in a lot of heap of trouble because your name is gonna get caught up in stuff. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you're an attractive person, everybody's gonna want you, and a lot of people don't like rejection. So like you know, it's so many dynamics to ballroom that cannot be safe, but also if you winning all the time, that people start hating. It's a lot that comes with that, you know. So if you come, you mind your business. Like how I be on Skid Row, I mind my motherfucking business.
Yeah.
I don't get up into shit. I can see I'm not. I know the people I know. I fuck with the people that I fuck with, and they fuck with me. I mind my business because when I first moved down there, this girl, I forgot her name. I forgot her fucking name, but she told me she was like, "Come here." She was like, you need to dumb yourself down because like I was staying at the Panama, and I came out fresh like I be dressed, and she like you need to dumb yourself down. You don't want nobody trying to rob you down here. You know what I'm saying? I had on jewelry and everything, and so that's why I don't wear jewelry or nothing. She was like, do that, and she was like, and don't ever come in this park. The park that y'all be, I only came in that park a couple of times.
You can come wherever you want to go.
I know, but I didn't. That's when I was new. Like
Yeah.
that's when I was new. I didn't know nobody. So she told me that she's like, mind your business and you'll be straight. So that's the same thing I would say to people. If you come to ballroom, just mind your business, come and participate, and don't get into the negative side of it because it is a positive side. I mean, look at certain people. I ain't gonna hate, but look at Huddy Balenciaga. She's on. I mean, he's on. Well, she's on tour with Beyonce. You know what I mean? Doing her big one, representing what she deserves it. I'm not the biggest fan of her attitude and the way she moves, but like she definitely deserves to be on they or them. I don't know her pronouns. They definitely deserve to be on Beyonce tour. So it is a positive side out of it. You know, a lot of people, I have friends that have done the Wiz with voguing and ballroom and done Cats the play and everything. But it's just if you involve yourself in the bullshit, it's not gonna be a safe space for you
Right.
because and you can't if you can't be like the ballroom scene is not for the weak. Okay, the ballroom builds you up to bring you down. That's in any industry. You're gonna be up. Sometimes you're gonna be down. Sometimes you're gonna be up. You're gonna be the favorite. But it's just all about how you maneuver. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if you run your mouth, you better know how to fight.
Right,
Because
of
they're not gonna
course.
play. Because my one of my good sisters was like, you know, y'all a gay gang, and I was like, no, we're not. No, and they like, yes, y'all are. Y'all do the same thing. Y'all just don't be killing nobody, but y'all do the same thing. Somebody say something to one of y'all, y'all gonna fight, whoop whoop, and like sometimes these houses don't get along with each other. That's true, but it's not like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, you got to be a strong-minded person, and you better know, and you better have hands if you
Yeah.
come to the ballroom. So yeah,
Yeah,
I,
'cause
I I think it's a safe space, but then again, I feel like it's not because of the haters. So yeah,
now it's however you want to answer this one.
okay, okay,
But it's getting a little messy.
okay. Yeah, no, come
Name
on.
top 3 messy people that you know that's in the ballroom scene.
Oh, absolutely. Um, the top one, you know, and they say they messy. Kelly, um, is my top. I know she ain't my biggest fan, but like I'm just keeping it real. Um, Milan Christopher, Milan, I love you. I love you down. You already know that. I have nothing but respect for you. But this is what you have to do. You got to make it hot. So, and I won't say messy. I would say they make it hot. I would say that they make it hot. They have a radio show, so they got to report everything, right? And then the third person, I would have to say, I will have to. I'll have to say, rest in peace to my mother divine, but girl, my mother divine made it hot. So yeah, they're my top three. I can remember
Oh
right now, you fucking
shoot. Ooh,
faggot.
baby.
Yeah, but they make it hot. Like I don't want to say they messy, but they make it hot. They make it hot. They don't give a fuck. They gon' anything that happens, they're gonna fucking report it, and they're gonna get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, they don't care.
So they don't care.
They
But
don't care.
that's what they do. That's their job in the ballroom. They make money off of that shit.
Nessa, sorry to interrupt. Can you please have him explain what ballroom is?
Yeah.
Okay.
He asked another question.
Okay.
Yeah, for those that don't know, because I
Okay.
know you guys are speaking like you both know, but as an outsider,
Okay.
I
Okay.
have no idea.
Okay.
Okay. So, Aniche, a lot of people want to know what's the ballroom.
Okay, well, ballroom. So it was created, and I'm just gonna just keep it nice and simple.
Like Pose?
Yeah. If you ever seen Pose, if you ever seen Legendary, but mostly Pose, it was created for Black and brown people to have a space to come and
Be there.
express themselves because the white people back in the day they didn't let us come and participate in the pageants and stuff. They didn't want us there, the white gays and stuff. So we created our own thing.
So ballroom is just for gay people?
It's for the LGBTQ, but it was a Black and brown for
Okay.
us. But now it's a diverse. So everybody, we got Asians, we got Caucasians, we got all type of people in it, like Indian, like Mexicans. Everybody's in ballroom now, but it was created for Black and brown people to come and do their thing because the whites want to let us come and
But
do be
y'all
in the
tore it
pageants.
down, though.
So the ballroom scene is a competition. So usually back in the day we used to walk for trophies, but now it's money on the line. Like they're giving out $10,000, $20,000 for a grand prize.
Is it for the house or for
No,
individuals?
for just a person. Like say for instance, face. They had face. They had a category called face. Face is when you walk and you got that cheekbones, nice skin, nice teeth, nose. Your face has got to be beautiful, and you compete against other people, and
That's when they do that.
yeah,
Do
and
it,
they
do
be
it. Yeah,
all
do it.
that.
Okay.
So let's say Beyonce has face, J Lo has face, Rihanna has face, Naomi Campbell have face, yeah. So they had a category, whatever it was, face, and it was for female figures. So like cisgender women, they called that biological women in the LGBTQ. Female figure can walk. So I mean, it's like film queens. So like trans women, they can walk, right? And you got to come out and get your tens, and then you got to compete until the last one is left. They had they had like celebrities on the panel. They had Mary J. Blige on the panel, okay? And when I tell you, it was $20,000 on the line, and baby, Mary J. Blige was chopping them from the back. Like I would have been depressed if
For
Mary J.
real?
She was not
She
playing.
was that harsh?
She was harsh. She was going boop. They made a meme of it. She was chopping everybody. But you had to come out right because it was $20,000 on the
Yeah.
line. But yeah, so it's a competition where you get to compete for money in different categories. They have a category called runway, and you have different people from houses that walk runway. So you put your runway people against their runway people, and you go against each other until the
Okay.
last one is standing. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a big competition.
So what would RuPaul consider as?
RuPaul is considered a culture. Sorry, let me. Um,
Say
RuPaul-
it, baby.
Yeah, I am. RuPaul is considered she steals from the culture. Drag Race, when they be dipping and they be doing all that stuff, that's not the correct way you do it.
Yeah.
They're not ballroom at all. There's only a couple of people that been on there that's from ballroom, but we had a big problem with that. That doesn't they're not ballroom. They don't come to balls. I don't know if I ever seen RuPaul at a ball before. No shade to you. I'm just keeping it real. But yeah, no, RuPaul. No.
Just like a TV celeb.
It's very much like the ballroom scene is just a big competition.
Mm-hmm.
It was underground. Now it's mainstream because of Pose and because of Legendary.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody wanted a piece of it. You
Cause
know.
I love that show Pose.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
made me cry.
Oh my gosh.
It made me cry.
They got it so right, and you know why they
And I
got
love it.
and you know why they got it so right because they came to the people in Ballroom, and then they had like the icon Jack. He was one of the executive producers on here, and he made sure everything was right. You know, Twiggy, you know, icon Twiggy, and you know, shout out to Deshaun, and they had a lot of people that was from Ballroom that made sure that was right.
Yes, y'all gotta check out Pose. That
Yeah.
show is so good. It made me cry.
Yeah.
Because why that man was messing with that boy?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, all of it, all of it. Like my homegirl, my sister Haley Sahor, she's on there, whatever. Yeah, like they got it right, and so
Yeah.
that's a perfect example of Ballroom. That's how it used to be back in the day, but it elevated. And you know when Madonna did Vogue, that's what really made Vogue. I mean the Ballroom scene go mainstream at that
Yes,
time.
I love y'all.
So
I
yeah.
swear.
Yeah, and that's it. And that's one. I just want to say this one thing too. Um, you know, I'm big on this. I just be tired of like, you know, people come in and come in the ballroom. They want something from us, but they don't want to pay us what we worth.
Yeah.
They just want to come and use us up and then throw us away, like they did Legendary. Like I was supposed to be on that show, but it just didn't work out. And you know, they did 3 seasons and they took the whole show off of
Yeah,
HBO
I was
Max.
mad.
Like it never happened.
Because I was like, where the hell?
Yeah. So, you know, something told me I was supposed to be on there. Something just told me because we did a pilot and then they came back a year later and something just told me not to do it.
Yeah.
So I declined.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
crazy.
so yeah, y'all got to do us better. Like y'all want us, y'all need to come and you know pay us right. Like
Yeah, because
no
y'all
shade.
come when y'all come correct though. Y'all,
Yeah, you know, I literally like too like the industry is just backwards, and I told myself I was not gonna speak on this, but I am gonna speak on it. I just like did this show called the Truth Awards. You know, the Truth Awards, they like you know honor a lot of the black you know LGBTQ and like a lot of the like our you know like Winnie Raquel Williams and you know Ava DuVernay and all of they Lee Daniels like it's a beautiful award show. They wanted to do an opening where they wanted to do like a star statement and legends, and so at a ball when you start, you do a star statement legend, so you get the ball hype, but you call out all the people that paved the way. Like I said, star statement legends, icons, right? So you call them out, like all the big names in the building. So like at the award show, like they're like, okay, welcome to the Grammy Awards. We have performances by Pink, Beyonce, you know, like Rihanna. So that's kind of like what we do at the balls. So they wanted to do that. They was not really clear on what they really wanted to do. They was, but they wasn't. And so I knew I had to do something like that. I was hitting them up like, hey, where's my script? No answer. I get there. The man hand me my script. It's all these A-list celebrities. NLE Choppers, Tamar Braxton, it's Ava DuVernay, Carmen Domingo, Nico Anon from aka Uncle Clifford from P Valley.
I love him.
Yeah, T.S. Madison. Oh, so just wonderful,
I love him.
wonderful guy. Like shout out to T.S. Madison and Nico Anon. If it wasn't for them, I would have crashed and burned
Yeah.
at that place. Like especially T.S. Madison, like they had my back, and like I just lost my gay mother, so it was a lot. And then you know Moose, I found out that Moose passed. I didn't know he committed suicide that Thursday. I found out on Saturday, so it was a lot on my heart. But you know they gave my script, and I was like, oh my gosh, I be talking in cursive. I don't want to fuck up nobody's name, and so I went out there and did the best I could do. I turned that motherfucker up. When I tell you, I had everybody up in there like clap because I brought the ballroom scene to them. And yeah, I messed up a couple of things. I said the LGBT community. I forgot the LGBTQ or whatever, but it is what it is, okay? T.S. Madison told me, like, boy, don't be sweating. We all about to go out there and mess up. You know what I mean? So when that happened or whatever, just like a couple of months later, it came on KTLA. Something told me not to promote it. Something told me not to. I promoted it one time, but something told me not to. When I finally looked at it, they cut me out the whole show. Yeah. And I was over it, but I just felt like, damn, if you would have gave my script 2 weeks before or a week before, I would have went out there and I would have had everything down pat. So like one of my friends is like, friend, you can't trip. Like you went out there and you killed it. Like for what you had, like you only had 2 hours You had to get up in front of 1,632 people. All of these people are established A-list celebrities, black A-list excellence, and you got out there and you did your thing. Like, just remember, everybody was coming up to you. Oh my, you was bomb. Oh my God, can I get a picture? Can I get a picture? But I was like, damn, it would have been cool because they edited the show down. Y'all
Yeah.
could have edited some things
Y'all
out.
could have edited it.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, damn, or at least y'all could have had me introduce T.S. Madison because that's what I was supposed to do, T.S. Madison, Nico and I, whatever. And it just didn't happen. But, like, I was just like, damn, I just kind of felt like they wanted Ballroom and they got it and they throw us away.
Yeah.
And no shade, no disrespect to, you know, the person, I ain't gonna say his name, but like no disrespect, and I thank you for the opportunity. I really, really do. Like, thank you so much. That was one of like the biggest things in my career. But, you know, like, don't come and use us up. Like do it like Little Kim. Like Little Kim, like my friend called me and he was like, "You want to vote for Lil Kim?" I was like, "I'm not dancing behind nobody. I'm an artist. I want to be next to the artist." He was like, "Oh, well, they need a commentator. You want to commentate?" I was like, "Yeah." He called me back 20 minutes later. Come to practice. So I went to practice. I didn't know Lil Kim was going to be there, but Lil Kim was there. And Lil Kim remembered me from like You Got Served. I met her on You Got Served and I had Aaliyah's shirt on, and I told her, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I remember you, whatever, woo woo." And she like, "This is a full circle moment and stuff." I was supposed to be at Pride commentating on like down on the downstage from her. But before the show started, she was like, "Oh, you gonna come up the stairs and stand by me?"
Right.
I was like, "Okay." So I was right there doing my shit next to Little Kim, you know what I'm saying? And she just like, and she still fucks with us to this day.
Yes.
And that's how you should do it.
Yeah, she loves it.
Yes.
She loves
Sorry,
it.
I'm sorry going on a rant, but like I had to get that out. But yeah.
Yeah, Lil Kim, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you ever had a crush on somebody you battled?
Have I ever had a crush on somebody I battled?
Messy.
Let me see. Let me see. Somebody I battled so many people.
So ain't nobody caught your eye like, ooh, that motherfucker fine.
Nah, nobody
Or-
that I battled, but like people like that, you know, walk other categories that I haven't battled. And it's a lot of ones I have a crush on, but they know it. You know what I'm saying? Half of them I got, but
Nietzsche.
yeah, but yeah, I like my favorite category is sex siren. That's sex siren when they come out, they gotta like battle like who got the best body and
Ooh.
you know you gotta sell sex. Like you know it's
Ooh.
like who do you want to fuck? Like you know what I mean. So that's one of my favorite categories. So I like sex sirens and I like twisters. They have a category where you have to come, you have to get your tens, you have to be masculine.
Yeah.
And then like you come out, you get your tens, and when you come out, you have to come out, you know, Vogue in it.
Ooh.
You know, so I like the realness with a twist. Like yeah, and yeah, the pretty boy realness. I could say yeah. I would say like I had a crush on Smiles. What's his name? He just I was on a thing. Oh my gosh, what is his name? He's Jamaican. Charm. Yeah, you know, just to name a few. Yeah.
Okay. This is gonna be our last question for the day.
Okay.
How do you protect your peace when the world is trying to dim your lights and take your voice?
Okay, like for instance, okay, so I have a new album that's about to drop in like a
Can't
couple
wait.
of weeks. I just like finalized it Monday night. The ballroom scene, last Tuesday I was at the 7th Street Metro Station. I was dressed, I had some orange socks on or whatever. I was sagging. The dude thought I was from Hoover. He banged on me, he pulled a gun out on me and everything, right? I didn't back down like a dumbass because I was so mad or whatever. But cut a long story short, whatever. I had to go to a ball. I had to go to 2 events. I had to go to this In the Meantime Man organization, check them out, event, and then I had to go commentate a ball last Tuesday. And I got disrespected by 2 people that night, whatever and stuff. And I just basically, one of them I said something back to, but I kept it cute, and then the other one I kind of walked away because I was like, they don't know what just happened to me. So I was already on that energy. And so that just made me think like, you got to protect your peace. And then you also, gotta be smart how you react to people and everything. So like as of today, I put up a post today on Facebook. Like a lot of y'all that be calling me uncle, call me by my name. Don't call me uncle. A lot of y'all don't deserve that. Like I like this last week, I've been calling people like I can't fuck with you. Like I can't do it, and I just been giving them that grace to tell them like I'm backing off because I could just back off and don't do that. Also, you know, just with me going and hanging out with the new generations and you know like trying to like you know be their friends and you know trying to give all these people access to me. I cut all of that off
Yeah.
because a lot of people are too comfortable and they feel like they could just disrespect me and come at me any type of way and like they won't do that to another commentator like this dude named Jack, Icon Jack, you know, the founding father of the House of Gorgeous Gucci. They won't do nothing like that to him. So like I just like been cutting a lot of people off and setting boundaries with a lot of people and calling the people that I do care about and just telling them like, hey, I don't want to talk about this no more. I don't want to do this. Like let's
Yeah.
talk about this. Let's talk about life. Let's talk about our goals
Right.
and things like that because like you know when you hang out with negative people, negative things
Things come.
happen.
Yeah.
And I just was
True.
hanging out with these a couple of people, and it was a lot of negativity. And then look what happened. I got a gun put on me. You know what I mean? So that energy come around full force. So I'm just setting boundaries,
Right.
and that's what I'm doing to protect my peace. I'm like these people; they don't get no access to me. When I go to the ball, I would get on the mic and do my job. But other than that, me been kicking it with y'all doing that.
Yeah.
And going my bitch, I'm not doing that.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm setting boundaries.
Right. As you should. Your birthday coming up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, my birthday is coming the fuck up. Oh my, it's July already.
Yeah.
Yeah, August. Damn, September about to be here. September about to be here. Damn. Oh my God, I'm about to be 41. Ooh. See, but it's okay. I'll look it. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So as y'all know, as we finna close out,
Yes.
it was a great time with you, Nietzsche.
Yeah,
I've been
thank
trying to
you.
get him on my mic for so long now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But give a shout out where they could reach you at and find you at.
Yeah. Yeah. You can find me on Instagram, Eniche Cozy. So ENYCE, Cozy, COZY. Eniche. Please don't sue me, Eniche. I did take that from y'all in 2006. But and Cozy, I got that from Beyonce's song Cozy. So I put Eniche Cozy together. So Eniche Cozy and Eniche Smith, ENYCE Smith, SMITH on Facebook. And yeah, it's Eniche Smith on TikTok too. I only get on TikTok to talk shit, so you know, y'all want to follow me, I can. I be talking shit about things, but yeah, that's where you can find me.
And y'all can find me on YouTube, Nessa with the Tea, Facebook, Nessa with the Tea, and Instagram, Nessa with the Tea. And we out.
Yes, period.